ladies and gentlemen, football fans. We are back with the Heroes of the Week show. And today we have three people here talking. It's Nrup, as always, but also Paul and myself. So there are three of us. And as always, we're going to be talking football, and we would like to encourage you guys to get involved as well. You can give us your teams, heroes, villains, and takeaways of the week too, of course. So how are you doing, boys?
Buzzing. I'm really happy to see Paul here, and I'm just happy. Good to see some new fresh faces along with you, Zdeněk. It's always good to be over here once in a while.
But you're more happy to see Paul than to see me.
Come on. Yeah. No, it's just good to see more people. I just like more engagement, especially good old faces. I'm happy.
Okay, that's
nice. That's made me really happy, Nrup.
No, those are genuine words. I mean,
too.
I think Paul's reason to be happy is maybe slightly more interesting. His team has won the I want to say Champions League, but the Premier League, right?
Yeah, it could be Arsenal in the Champions League. We are the Premier League champions 2025.
Well done.
Second time in 5 years. Second time in 35 years. But the second time in 5 years.
Yeah. Nothing to sniff at, I think.
No. It's not. If it wasn't for the 115 Chargers Club, it might have been more, but that's another program, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, okay then. So in this show, we are going to, as I said, give us our heroes, with teams of the week, and etc. So let's start with our first segment, which is Team of the Week. All right, who would like to go first?
I've got one, so I'll go first. And it's not the usual suspect that everyone expects from me. No. It's not Barcelona, it's not Arsenal.
Okay.
It's the oldest, one of the oldest clubs in the UK, and I think, as Wikipedia say, the third oldest professional associate football team in the world. Any guesses?
Third oldest? Port Vale.
Sorry?
Port Vale? No.
No, it's Wrexham.
Is it Wrexham? I was thinking, are they the third oldest? Wow, I didn't know they were in the family.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
Yeah.
But that's my team of the week, and it's just unbelievable what they have been doing. They are finally, I mean, for a team 3 years ago, 4 years ago, nobody would have guessed what they have achieved. And this week they finally promoted.
They made it to the championship, right, or something?
Exactly, from League One to Championship.
Yeah. Wow.
They have been promoting. Like for the past 3 years, they have been promoted to the higher leagues, and I think that's a big statement.
Wow.
They were non-league, weren't they?
Sorry,
I think
they were non-league.
When Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhaney or whatever his name is, when they bought the club, they were non-league.
Yeah.
And they said the dream is to be in the Premier League, and now they're one division away. They have one good season next year. They're in the Premier League. Which
do they have the money? Do they have the stadium to do it?
No, their stadium's small, but
I think
they have money.
I'm sure it all depends on this season. The next season, and I think they'll do it. The Americans, they'll always find a way.
Sounds
what
like
about you, Zdeněk?
Kind of film, or like a...
They have already made a TV series related to that, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
Yeah,
I've heard it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my team of the week. I'm going to leave Liverpool for Paul because it's his team. So I would normally say Liverpool for winning the title, but something similar happened in the Czech League. There was a team that had 5 games for getting at least 1 point. Is Slavia Prague. Amazing head start. A lot of points over the second place, so they did it this time. They took the first match ball, and They are the champions of the Czech League, and they won 5-0 against Olomouc away from home. And it was a fantastic performance. And they deserve it. They have been the most consistent and dominant team this season, and congratulations to them.
Nice, congratulations, Slavia Prague. I think there's going to be a few like teams who are going to be on the beach, really, and like not really playing fully committed in the last few games, because a lot of things are decided in many leagues. I don't know.
I think similar thing will be in Germany soon.
Yeah.
Maybe the most interesting one is the Italian league this season.
Yeah, Serie A, it's unbelievable. I think it's the best league at the moment this season.
Yeah,
it's just so good. Tiny margins. It's going to go down till the last day. Maybe historical something.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. So, Paul, your team of the week
is Liverpool. Can I just ask before I talk about Liverpool? Did Inter Milan beat Milan the other day?
No,
they lost. They drew.
No, AC Milan knocked out Inter Milan during the cup semi-finals.
Was that the Coppa del Rey? Okay.
So Liverpool, yeah?
So Liverpool.
Of course.
What a team. Like I was saying to you before, Zenek, I think Liverpool have improved from last year and Jurgen Klopp. And I think the main reason for that is the midfield. The midfield three, or Curtis Jones, who's also done really well, of Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai, are really good. They're all really good midfielders. And they have good attackers. Salah's been incredible. He said in the interview that he spoke to Slot and said, listen, if you allow me not to defend so much, I can give you so much in attack. He's such a confident person, isn't he? He said,
only a few people can really say that and get away with it. And one of them is Salah.
Yeah, true. But he has delivered. And he doesn't track back so much. So it does make it difficult for the right back. But Gravenberch has been coming over. Konate has been coming over. And so, but every time we get the ball, he's free. And if you give it to him, something happens.
Conserves his energy in this way, right?
Yeah.
Saves up energy, and that's where. So that's why it's working. So
the team's working.
As long as everyone is okay with it, as long as everybody respects Salah, because sometimes this can create a rift in the team, right?
True. Yeah.
Such sort of privileged treatment. So yeah.
But I think they're all on board. I think all of the team accepts this, and you can see how they respect him and try to help him score. I think even like you saw Nunes yesterday, Gakpo tried to pass to him when he was in front of the goal.
Yeah.
So, I think he demands that respect. He's been incredible this year. He could break the record for the most goals and assists in one season. Also, he could for the most goal contributions, but also for the most assists in a season, which you normally don't associate with Salah. I think the record is 20 or 21.
20.
Is it De Bruyne or Henry? It's one of those.
Sorry, it's Henry. It's Henry. 20.
Is it Henry? I think it's 20. Yeah. He's on 18 at the moment, so he needs 2 more assists.
Yeah,
so
and
he's desperate for
like
assists.
I was saying to you on the Footgrish podcast, which you guys can also listen to, where I do an exclusive interview with Paul about this fantastic achievement of Liverpool. Like I was saying to you, we don't expect Salah to not be in the starting 11 in the remaining 5 games.
Yeah. He never. Yeah. Did he come off yesterday? I think he stayed on yesterday.
Yeah, when the game ended. Yeah, after the final whistle, he came off the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still trying to score.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hero of the week now. Yeah. Okay, Paul, your hero of the week.
I'll leave another one to, I don't know, there's a Barcelona player who scored a nice goal. Arne Slot is the hero of the week.
That was a twist.
Building up a Barcelona player, but yeah, Arne Slot.
as an anticlimax. Barcelona player who scored a goal, Arne Slot. Okay. For winning the title in his first season for
what an
being the
incredible
manager
season.
of Liverpool. Okay, it's fair enough. Arne Slot then. Noop, your hero of the week?
Yeah, it's got to be the person that Paul was about to say, Jules Koundé, and for scoring the winner against my personal usual villains of the week club, Real Madrid. Fantastic game.
It was a cup, yeah. It was a cup
It
semi-final.
was a cup final. It was a cup final.
Cup final.
Yeah.
And extra time, winning goal. I think fantastic job. I think he has.
Where was it held?
It was held in Seville.
In Seville.
Okay, like a neutral ground.
I think it's the
Qatar,
Saudi and but this time it was at the official stadium of Spanish national team.
Yeah.
But lots of Real Madrid fans were there, and I was so happy to see someone like Jules Koundé, who's been such hard work. I think he has been playing, if not for the game against Dortmund or something else, he was playing every single game for the past 3 years. Can you believe that? Wow. For the past 3 years, he was playing every single Barcelona game, and for him to take such a 1 game gap and then to come off and score a winner, I think he deserves it.
All right. Well, my hero of the week is none other than Claudio Ranieri.
Oh my God, that's a good call.
It had to be him. It has to be him because he has been amazing for Roma. And did you know that he's currently on an 18-match unbeaten run?
Yeah. You're right.
It's unbelievable. In Serie A, and obviously he now managed a huge achievement of beating Inter Milan. Right, so that's a huge one because it also helps Napoli, who are now 3 points ahead of Inter Milan in Serie A. So that's gonna be interesting there as well. So Claudio Ranieri, kudos to him for winning the title with Leicester City. No, that's not what I wanted to say, but that happened as well, right?
Yeah.
A long time ago. How many years ago? 7 years ago? Leicester City winning the Premier League. Oh my God, that was I think that
2015.
Nothing will ever, I think, beat that, right? For him personally, nobody expected that to happen. All right, so that's my hero of the week. Pardon?
I think Leicester to win the league that year was 1,000 to 1.
1,000 to 1. The bookies. Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. Somebody who placed a bet on Leicester must have made a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Well, I can see Paul's got a beautiful home, so I'm sure it was him.
I did it, and I bought this home.
Yeah, Paul bought that one. Yeah. Okay, nice one. So he's such a villain, Paul, but we are gonna look at other villains. Right. Paul is not a villain, of course.
Have you got any?
But I have got
any.
Who are you asking?
Zdeněk.
Okay, I will say Lars Friis, the Danish manager of Sparta Prague, because they beat Viktoria Plzeň in the semi-final of the Czech Cup, which was a great result for Lars Friis. But then they had exactly the same game, so it was a rematch in Plzeň in the league. And Sparta, they still want to get into the Champions League, but they are currently in the 4th position, and this doesn't help. They lost to Plzeň. Lars Friis is the Sparta manager, and I think he will really struggle to keep his job. Even if he wins the Czech Cup, I think it will be really difficult for him if he finishes 4th in the league, because I think that's only the Conference League. So, yeah, Lars Friis for me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
So it's going to be For me, it's going to be Anthony Rüdiger, if I'm not
Rüdiger,
wrong. Rüdiger, yeah.
the
And I think
German,
the reason
German
is,
player.
yeah, the German defender who currently plays for Real Madrid. And
Yeah.
the main reason is because he assaulted the referee after the
Did
game,
he?
or maybe in the game. Yeah, he threw an object.
Mm.
Luckily, which is an act of assault. But I think
Mm.
his body language and everything just showed like he was ready to go pretty strong physical with the
He's a
referee,
character, isn't
who
he?
has
You remember him from Chelsea as
exactly,
well.
and this is the same referee who cried in the previous day in the press conference because of Real Madrid supporters and Real Madrid club for harassing him, and
Really?
the supporters and other people who support Real Madrid, they harassed his family, and those kids, they were harassed in the school, and he cried in the press conference. So the same referee was harassed by Anthony Rüdiger after the game, not because of his fault, and he threw an object which was and
He
he
was just
threw
salty, eh? He was
Yeah.
just
and he
salty
threw
after
And
losing
and
the
he
game.
threw
the ref
really
didn't do anything wrong.
and
No.
he threw it really far, like it was really close to the ref. It wasn't like he threw it and it fell right at the line. He threw it very close to the referee, and I don't think this should be
I'm s-
allowed. In my opinion, he should be banned for a good amount of time for putting
He
a
banned for
referee.
that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What was the object again?
I don't know. It looked like some sort of water bottle, or I don't know, something white, but it was heavy enough to be thrown that far. Like if it was a tissue, then it wouldn't be thrown that far. But yeah,
Maybe it was a like towel. He was
maybe.
throwing in the towel. He was
But the
throwing in the towel, right? Because they
thing,
lost. They lost the
yeah,
game.
but the object went the object went as far as to the middle of the ground. So I mean, I don't think this is what one expects from a professional like him who plays for a
Well,
club
I
like Real
expect it
Madrid.
from if I expect it from anyone, I would expect it from him actually.
Mm.
Of all players, like he seems to be he seems to have a mad streak in him.
Sure,
So
but there's Vinicius and there are other players, but still, the point is that for a player of this caliber
of this
who
stature,
plays
he
for
shouldn't be doing that.
this
But
at
for
this
For
level.
Rudiger standards, I think it's exactly the thing he would do. Anyway,
Mhm.
Paul, what about you?
For me, villain of the week, I suppose not many to choose from. One that comes to my mind is a referee. Sorry, in the Bournemouth, I don't know his name. Bournemouth Manchester United match.
What did he do?
He sent off Evan Nielsen for no. Evan Nielsen slipped and didn't even catch the player. I can't. And he sent him off a straight red when everyone watching was like, "What? Really?"
And that
He's
was the
just...
game that United managed to draw in the dying minutes of the game.
Yeah, and it
Through
wasn't good for my
Højlund.
fantasy football because I had Kerkez.
Yeah. Okay.
So that didn't feel good.
Of course. All right then. So these were our villains of the week, and now let's take a look at the takeaways of the week. Yeah, so I think I will keep it simple. So we have got Burnley and who is the other team? And Leeds United got promoted in the Premier League. They are in the first two places in the Championship, and obviously there will be one more team, but for that there will be a playoff, which consists of four teams. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Paul, both these teams, both Burnley and Leeds, were in the Premier League the season before, right?
Yeah, true.
So
yeah,
this is it's one of those like yo-yo moments, right? So the team
I
gets
think Leeds
relegated.
have been down for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's a
You're
huge
right.
achievement. It's never easy because there are a lot of teams there, right? So I think it's something that we should respect, honestly. Like if you can get back so quickly, and respect, yeah. It's always enjoyable to get promoted, obviously. So
Yeah, I'm happy
congratulations.
for Leeds. I watched Burnley versus Sheffield United the other day, and Burnley have a good team. They have players who maybe have played in the Premier League. Jadon Anthony for Bournemouth. They have Marcus Edwards, who is from Arsenal, who played for Sporting Lisbon. He was playing for them. They've got Brownhill. They've got a few players who've played in the Premier League. They had a really good centre-back, like top class. I don't think he'll be at Burnley next year, but he was brilliant. Esteve, his name was.
And they have a Czech
So,
goalkeeper as well at Burnley.
Do they?
Yeah, because
he doesn't start. Trafford is the goalkeeper.
His name is Václav Hladký, and this is an interesting story because the year before he got promoted with Ipswich, but they told him that he wouldn't be the number one for the Premier League, and he didn't like that. So instead, he said, "I want to go somewhere else," and he went to Burnley, and he got promoted again. So this time, I think. Yeah. I'm sure
he hasn't played for Burnley this year.
I don't know. Has he not played? Has he not been?
Trafford is first choice. James Trafford.
Okay, then. Well,
English keeper. Who's really good. He's a Premier League goalkeeper. He's very good.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. But if he stays at Burnley, then they will have there will be 2 Czech goalkeepers in the Premier League, so that's nice. They are number 2s. Actually, 3 now. Jarosz as well, right? Jarosz is his name.
Is at Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool, yeah. So he has won the title now. Great. He's number 3, yeah. Number 3 at Liverpool. I think
he gets a medal. He never played.
I think he did. He
played
had one
once,
game.
But it's not enough to play once. I think it was a cup match that he played in as well.
Yeah, that's true. So he doesn't get he doesn't get the medal.
I don't think you get a medal if you don't play.
What about you? Do you get the medal, Paul? Because you're a great fan. You talk about Liverpool on YouTube, and you should get one too.
No, I don't think so. But there's a few. I think Kelleher, who's the understudy goalkeeper, he gets a medal. He's played.
Yeah.
Allison was
out. How do
you
pronounce his name?
Yeah, I think it's Queeve.
It's Gaelic name. I just find it always. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it's spelled like this.
Kioem Finn or something.
Yeah, I don't know how it's spelled, but the pronunciation of it is Queeve.
Queeve. Wow, that sounds really queer. That sounds really. All right then. So that is my takeaway of the week. What is your spaghetti bolognese, Noop?
Okay, thank you for calling me that. I don't know why, but for me it has to be Real Madrid FC. I think people need to talk about him a lot. People need to talk about this club a lot more.
Rubbing the salt into their wounds, are you?
Well, I would love to open up their wounds. Not gonna lie, but I just this
babies, aren't they?
This club needs to get rid of the first name, that is Real, because they don't behave like one. I would like to focus on the context regarding the Copa del Rey final. Couple games before, there was no press conference. The Real Madrid president he canceled the press conference or some sort of meeting that they usually do, some sort of official official things that they do before the games, and lots of tantrums. They even appealed for a change of referee because of some random decision. I mean, come on, this is coming from Real Madrid, who have been winning UCL and leagues here and there because of referee decisions. The most corrupt team in this century, or maybe of all time, is talking about referees. And then this referee, poor guy. I understand, as an Arsenal fan, I always hate referees in general, but again, this is La Liga. Different referees, in my opinion, better referees than Premier League. And I mean, come on, for such a referee to have their child come home and say that, their classmates were calling their father a thief and such things. I mean, come on, grow up, Real Madrid. No, spineless club. All they do is
we have just lost football. We have just lost all the Real Madrid followers we had. Thank you, Noop, for that.
Yeah, please. We don't need any of your PR. We don't.
Listen
we
to
don't
me.
need.
It's just one of us. I'm the other half of this show. Noop is only one of the co-hosts.
Yeah, we don't need keyboard warriors for Real Madrid. They have got enough PR for that. But yeah, shame on you, Real Madrid, please.
Okay, okay, that will be enough for the Noop. Thank you. So, Paul, what's your takeaway of the week?
Oh, sorry. Takeaway of the week. Oof. What keeps coming to my mind is the semi-finals of the FA Cup.
Mm-hmm.
So that they were played. Crystal Palace beat Villa convincingly, and then you had Manchester City playing Nottingham Forest. I don't know why it was on at the same time as the Liverpool match. I don't know if you saw any of it. I've seen highlights, and
wait, so Manchester City won it, right?
Manchester won 2-0, but it was on at the.
So the final is Palace City. The final is Palace City.
Yeah.
Palace
but
City.
The thing is, like, the match happened at the same time as a Premier League game, which is strange.
Yeah, which it never usually does. So I don't know why it ended up being like that. So I've only seen the highlights, but there was also both sets of supporters didn't. Well, I know Manchester City had about 10,000 empty seats at their end. So, yeah.
Do you think if they win the cup, Manchester City, that the season will be saved for them?
For sure.
Guardiola has said, hasn't he, that like let's not think of it like that. It's still a bad season, but yeah, I really hope they don't win something.
It's like a consolation trophy. What would Tottenham give for that, right?
Yeah, that's the so is it the semi-finals of the Champions League this week?
Yeah, tomorrow and after tomorrow.
What is it tomorrow? Wow.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully
I think Arsenal will win. I think Arsenal will win. We'll beat Man.
Well, we have won against PSG this season, and we won fair and square, like completely outclassed them 2-0, if I'm not wrong.
But it was a different PSG.
It was.
Yeah.
Like they were struggling.
They've really
got a lot of new confidence now. Getting into the semi-final is a nice achievement.
I think Aston Villa were unlucky. Did you watch Aston? I think Aston Villa were unlucky.
Oh yeah.
Liverpool were unlucky against PSG.
They both so PSG got penalties. Past both Liverpool and Aston Villa.
Yeah, but like I think Aston Villa were unlucky not to win in 90 minutes. Well, they did win, but they conceded a goal, didn't they? They lost 3-1 and then won 3-2. And I also think Liverpool were unlucky not to beat them, but they've been really good. They are really good. I enjoy watching them. I just think Arsenal are like kryptonite, and they don't give teams space. Very compact. So
we'll see. We'll need like very motivated performance, like what we saw against Madrid, because it's not enough. What Arsenal are showing in the league is definitely not enough. So there has to be like an extra motivation in this double game. I hope so. Well, anyway, let's move on to the last segment, which I will deal with very quickly, and it's the vocabulary of the week. I said it's nothing to sniff at. I believe I said it when I was congratulating Paul for winning the title. I hope so. I hope I'm not wrong. And it's just, I guess it's like a humorous way of saying you should appreciate what they have done. It's nothing to sniff at. You should not sort of undervalue it. Yeah, it has a lot of value to win the Premier League, but it's kind of a ironic way of saying it if you say it like that. It's nothing to sniff at. A little bit like, playful way of saying it. So that is the vocabulary of the week. Any last words, guys, before we call it a day?
Paul, how was your experience?
Yesterday, like I said to Zenek, in that it was expected to win. It was a nice, like my kids were looking at me saying, and my partner saying, "Why are you not like jumping around the kitchen?" Like everyone's jumping on the pitch, and you see all the celebrations in the stadium. But I wasn't really like that. It wasn't. I don't know. It's been expected for the last couple of weeks. Like we had 5. It wasn't like an FA Cup final. If it with like that's why the Champions League is amazing, because it's a big celebration. Winning the league is usually like this. It's usually what's going to happen. We just need a few points. Whereas winning a Champions League semi-final or final,
the emotions are heightened.
Yeah.
But I think Noop meant, what was your experience of doing the show, right? Am I right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Good to hear that as well.
I enjoyed the show, Noop. Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
You're always welcome. You don't have to join only if Liverpool win the title. You can join anytime.
No, I know. Well, yeah, you asked me. Usually I work on a Monday evening.
Yeah. Just a reminder, everyone, you can hear Paul again if you want on the Footbridge podcast, which will be published very soon. I think tomorrow or in 2 days at most. Cool, and that's where we talk, Paul and I talk about this fantastic Liverpool team and them winning the title. What about you, Nrup, then?
Sorry?
What about you, Nrup, then? Are you still buzzing because Paul is here, or?
Well, as well, I'm really happy to see you again and looking forward to hear tomorrow's podcast and tomorrow's game as well, and after tomorrow's game as well, Barcelona Inter. But hopefully a good week, and hopefully see you guys around, and hope you guys are doing well as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You guys take care of yourselves, and everyone watching, thank you very much for supporting the channel by purely just watching. That's the least you can do. Of course, if you want to do more, you can always press the like button, click the like button, because that does bring more viewers, and YouTube will show it to more people, this video. So it's definitely good for this channel. So if you could do that, that would be really highly appreciated. Thank you very much, and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Zema. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.